last night the government said it's considering introducing pre-departure airport testing, which would inevitably reduce travel even further. Now, you might see your holidays as a bit of fun, but there are some serious numbers here, because when you take in domestic tourism, airports and travel agent businesses, the industry is worth £200 billion to the UK economy every year. That is 9% of everything. Now, before the pandemic, travel and tourism provided almost 4 million jobs. 39,000 of them have already gone. More will follow, and many remain on furlough. And this latest lockdown will really bite. January and February are traditionally a peak booking period for the family market, with 60% of bookings usually made in that period. But already, most of the big tour operators, including TUI, Jet2 and Thomas Cook, have cancelled all holidays until mid-February. Let's speak then to Julia Lo Bue-Said, Chief Executive of the Advantage Travel Partnership. Good morning to you. You work with domestic and international travel agents. Just how much of a blow is this latest lockdown?
It's been devastating, and we've had, as you quite rightly said there, 10 months of absolute turmoil, where if all you sell is travel and all you sell in the main is international travel, it becomes very difficult to diversify. So a lot of our agent partners and tour operators have had no income whatsoever. But it's the changing rules that have really devastated us and make it very difficult for us to work with government to try and please customers and try to reassure them when they're looking to book their holidays.
That's not an easy task at the minute, isn't it? And the government said last night they are considering pre-travel testing. What impact would that have on inbound travel? And should we be moving now towards a global testing classification?
Well, the interesting part is, from an industry's perspective, we've been calling on government since March to introduce testing, because we feel that it would actually enable people to travel confidently, safely, in the knowledge that testing is required. So it's frustrating that 10 months later, we had a very, very vague comment from our PM yesterday when he was asked the question around testing. So we still have no detail, but it's really, really important that the government talk to us, they liaise with us so that we can help customers. And as you quite rightly mentioned there, it's a really peak time for people thinking about their summer holidays, and we've seen huge amounts of pent-up demand. So there is definitely room to be optimistic. Our travel agent partners are doing everything they can to work with customers so they can confidently book their holidays, not for now, but when the time is right for travel in the spring onwards, then our travel agent partners will be ready to help their customers.
Can we get a bit of advice for you finally, Julia? G got in touch. He said he lost £700 last year because he cancelled a holiday to Italy. He didn't feel safe travelling. If somebody's booked a trip, what should they do if the agent cancels and if they don't?
Well, I think it's really important for anyone who's booking now to really think about who they book with. Do they know the company? Is there a human that they can speak to at the other end of the phone? Really research who they're booking with. Now, customers are protected under the package travel regulations. It is a bit complicated depending on how you book. But there are rules to protect you, there are laws to protect you, but work with your agent, work with your holiday provider, and make sure that you are talking to them about the best approach for you.
Such an important reminder there, Julia. Many thanks. So, yeah, if you are looking ahead